Here we go. I gotta watch moving these cords. Gotta get these cords out of the way. Sorry. Camera keeps moving. Gotta get my cords out of the way. I started out outside. I don't know if that had anything to do with it. But now I brought my computer in the house. It's either the fact that I was outside and I didn't have I know I had a strong enough signal because I had all the signals down below. But, you know, I looked at my signal strength. Hello, Annette, Unspoken. Debbie. This probably will not be a long live. We will see. Because I'm not doing this for everybody. This is a special live just for my members only. And I said this before, but I'm going to start doing this more regularly for my members. Coming on and doing readings for you guys as a little bit of a payback, or, you know, kind of like a thank you for being members. Okay. I just got to get a few things out of the way here. Kind of rearrange things so I have a little bit of room in front of me, because I only have one camera going. Thank you. Thank you, Debbie. So before we begin, I just want to thank my spirit guides, the God, Christ, the archangels, ascended masters, my ancestors, and loved ones on the other side for their guidance tonight, that may everybody hear the messages that they need to hear for your highest good. Okay? So, we will begin. And I don't know that I have any moderators here, but I am going to start with Debbie. Hey, you guys, don't start. And those, well, you guys know that I'm a dog mom. It's in the 90s outside. And this one doesn't want to stop barking at the neighbor every chance she gets. Daisy, don't you start chewing anything. Hey, don't you start chewing anything up. Got plenty of chew toys. Okay. We'll start with Debbie. Get you from one of these cards from this combined deck. Awakened spirit. A desire for change. This is kind of reminding me of spirit awakening. Let's see what the angels and archangels have to say to you. Relationship harmony, Archangel Raul. We angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved now. So you have to let me know how this resonates. A certain awakening, spiritual awakening. Desires. I don't know if this is a desire to settle a conflict with somebody. And then we've got Opal. Your children on earth and in heaven are happy and well cared for by God and the angels. So I don't know do you have a conflict with any children or something like that, but it just seems like you've got conflicts that are going to be resolved. You've got angels working on your behalf, intervening. And then I'm going to get some cards from what is this deck called? I forget what this deck is called. It's something about Christ. I can't remember the name of it. Christ consciousness. You got stand up, steadfast and vision. And the Magi, signs and divine timing. Okay. The Magi is somebody who manifests, who has magic within them. And this is reminding me of divine intervention. So I'm not sure what your situation is, but it has to do with some sort of relationship with someone, most likely a family member. And don't be afraid to stand up for yourself and stand up for your personal truth and trust in the divine that God and the angels are working on your behalf. Okay. And I am going to end it with a couple tarot. Okay. For this part, do you have any kind of specific question for the tarot? Debbie. Everybody's going to get a chance to ask a question. You'll get some spiritual messages, and then you'll get a question answered. Okay, month of September. I'm going to draw 3 cards to answer your question. Energies for the month of September. Please, for Debbie. First card is the 3 of Cups. The 3 of Cups is a celebration. It is get-togethers. Some could be a social thing. Strength. inner strength, resilience, courage. What is the strength about? Ace of Cups. You definitely have a very strong connection with somebody. And if there has been a conflict, it's going to be resolved, as you saw with your other cards. And there's going to be a much peaceful, a much more celebratory time come September. Okay? All right. Unspoken heart. You're welcome, Debbie. Unspoken heart. Go ahead and post your question, and then I'll do your spiritual messages and answer the question. Hello, Spirit Walker. Okay. Let's get some spiritual messages for you first, and we'll answer your question about your advice about retiring. Now, and I'll explain the tarot part of it in a moment. But how I'm going to approach it. Daisy, you're going to go downstairs if you don't stop the barking. I'm going to draw a card for the overall energy around your retirement. Draw a card for retiring now, what you need to know, and a card for retiring in December. The tarot cannot tell you what to do. It could just tell you about the energies. You have to make your own decisions. Excuse me. Daisy Duke, come here. Daisy Duke, come here. Come here, Daisy. You're going to have to go downstairs because I can't deal with the barking. Get moving butt. Sorry, guys. Barking is no good. She won't shut up. So she's going to learn that when she starts that shit, she's going to go downstairs in the basement until I'm done. Okay. Okay. One of these cards. Oh, Rainbow Dragon. This reminds me of when you feel like you're under attack, that the symbol of the rainbow is peace follows, if you understand what I'm saying. And referencing Bible stories here, because that's what's coming to mind, is of Noah. You know, when the great floods occurred, and after all the rain stopped, there was a rainbow. The rainbow was symbolizing God's promise never to flood the earth, never to destroy the earth by water again, the whole entire earth, right? So the rainbow is supposed to represent peace, and then you've got the dragon. So this is kind of talking to me about finding that peace and not allowing the dragon to kind of rob you of it. Though you feel like you may be under attack or under a lot of pressure, but there is peace to follow. Oh, no. My homemade frappe is becoming iced coffee. But that's okay. Okay, let's get some angel messages. Two cards, please. Two cards. The outdoors. Archangel Jophiel. The flower is standing out. The flower that she's holding, the rose. But this is advice about going outside, get some fresh air, and connect with nature to relieve any stress and gain new creative ideas. And kind of going along with this, when I was talking about slaying the dragon, when you feel like you're under attack, slaying that dragon, and there's peace to come, part of that peace is connecting with nature. Well, that one flipped over real quick. Aurora. Aurora's message is you are flying high right now, which may threaten others, but don't descend and become, because others will soon become inspired by your example. Now, I don't know if that's where the source of your stress, people jealous of your success. It's kind of what I'm getting. And that might be that dragon. Okay. I got to do this because I feel funny about not using reversals. You know, this is one of those decks I wasn't going to put reversals in, but I've been just like I used to rebel against reversals, and then I started using them. I went back and forth, and this deck I did not shuffle them with reversals in it, and it feels odd not having reversals, and so I'm shuffling them in because that's just who I am. Some readers do fine without reversals. It's just, to me, it adds flavor. And not having the reversals, I think, create, not that too much sunshine is bad, but it becomes uneven, unbalanced, because all uprights seem to sugarcoat. I'm not a sugarcoat reader. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Energy around your retirement. Queen of Cups. I see that you're a little bit torn about retirement. You kind of like the idea. You kind of want to explore yourself. But you're a little bit emotional about it. You seem to have an emotional attachment to your career. Okay. Now, next card will be if you decide to retire now. Page of Swords in the reverse. This is why I like my reversals now. Because upright would tell me you thought it through, you've done your research, your due diligence. This is more of an impulsiveness. Though you have an emotional attachment, but this is also speaking to me about your intuition. I think you already know the answer to this question, that you need to trust in your intuition, because something here, there's something that you are missing that you're not seeing. Possibly pitfalls, possibly dragons by retiring a little bit too soon. Before you retire now, you need to I'm hearing crunch the numbers. Crunch the numbers. Retiring in December. Energy around December, please. The Hermit. The Hermit is wisdom, a learning experience. It is going within, and it is being on your own. This is also a card of home and being comfortable. The light, the light shining, the lantern of wisdom. So those are the energies, but my intuition is telling me that your intuition already knew this. Though you may be emotionally attached to the idea of retirement. Now I know where the emotional attachment is. Maybe a little bit anxious, but tarot doesn't dictate action. You do. You have to make a logical, educated, researched decision. Okay? Thank you, Annette, for the super chat. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense. Okay. Now, Annette is next. You're welcome, Annette. What is your question, dear, for the cards? As I prepare for your spiritual section. Okay, you got it, dear. And as a thank you for the super chat, I'm going to draw a couple extra cards for you. Okay? Okay, can I have an overall energy for Annette? What does she need to know this time? Okay, that card kind of flew out of the deck. Divas. This is reminding me of Father Time, being frozen in time, and facing something down. It kind of makes me think of the past, and I kind of want to get this deck out because it's something here. This is one of Ashley's from the Reckoning Co. One of her decks called The Sacred Woundings. She gifted this to me. So I kind of want to see what messages this is going to have for you. I just feel called to pull this out. just because of the energy. It's a thick deck, but not the easiest one to shuffle either. Okay. What is this frozen in time about? So I definitely got the message of being frozen in time. Okay, you got solar plexus. Blockage of your solar plexus. That's the frozen aspect. Frozen in time. I saw Father Time and frozen in time. It looks like a lot of ice there. Okay. Difficulties in personal power, self-esteem, and confidence. So that seems to be something that you need to work on. Let me get your other oracles, and then I'll get your tarot. Yeah, I had one of my subscribers, Donna Fletch, who gifted me and bought me the Whispers of the Unsolved, Ashley's Oracle, True Crime Oracle deck. And when Ashley shipped it to me, she shipped me this deck as an extra deck as a gift. You got Astra. Astra is about you deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and your desires and don't compromise. And you got Victory. Victory, Archangel Sandalphon. Your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. So I'm getting a sense of a lack of confidence, a lack in your confidence in your manifestation ability. I might pull a couple more cards from Ashley's deck. And I just kept on going with this deck for some reason. I meant to grab my other deck. Oshana. Take action. You're in touch with your truth in this situation, and you need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. You're getting a lot of messages here about self-assertion, being bold, and you've been unable to do that because of a lack of confidence, a lack of self-esteem. Indigo and crystal children. Makes me question whether were you an indigo child? Just curious. Archangel Metatron. You have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. And I'm hearing something else, something about your inner child. Okay. Inner child. What's the inner child message? Broken trust. It feels like somebody broke your trust as a child, which has affected you in your adult life. Humanitarian wounded. Persistent shame, avoidance of social interactions, and chronic self-doubt. Leading to low self-esteem, there we are again, and difficulty forming trusting relationships. So there's that trust issue, there's that self-esteem. So makes me think that somebody, even though this is a public reading where anybody can watch this, but only members can chat. So because this is not just a members only chat, I really don't want to say what's going through my mind. But something happened in your childhood And you probably already know what I'm thinking, or what I'm feeling. Okay, so this seems to be childhood wounding that really needs to be healed. And, you know, all this time that I've been reading you, even when you've purchased private readings from me, there's always been something there that I couldn't quite grasp. And I feel that it's because you had a partial veil up and your spirit only allowed me to see certain things. Now I'm picking up the root of some of your adult issues that really need to be addressed, that stem from childhood. Okay. Okay. Five of Swords in the reverse. This is letting go of self-sabotaging beliefs about yourself. Okay? The Hermit. That's healing the inner self. That's going deep within. The Hermit is also somebody wise that could be going to somebody. I don't know why I want to say professional, but there's something here that really needs. Maybe I think you even have. I'm being told you have some suppressed memories. You know some things. You remember a few things, but there's pieces of it that you have not been able to put together because you've had it blocked. King of Cups in the reverse. A father figure, a male figure, who to everybody else looks to be nurturing, who is loving. In the reverse, to me, is saying in loving in the wrong way. Wow, that was strong. That was really, really strong. So I'm just leaving this available if I need it at any other time. I don't feel that this is the time or place to dive any deeper into that. But you definitely feels like you need to dive deep. I have a new storefront. Pretty soon my mystic.com account will be linked to it if you're interested in diving a little bit deeper on overcoming these wounds. Or you could go see like a counselor or something like that. But there's something, if you feel like you can't handle it on your own. It's stan.store/Divine Pathways Tarot. Pretty soon, mysticjen.com will be redirected to that because I'm getting rid of my main website because the Stan store offers me some things that my current website doesn't have. But my current website has things that Stan store doesn't have, but those things that Stan store doesn't have, I don't use anyhow. So, you're welcome, Annette. Okay. Hello, Crafty One. Okay, Crafty One was the next one that appeared in my chat. Crafty One, are you still here? Welcome, Lee, to the Mystic Tribe. Okay, Crafty One, I need to know if you had any specific questions. for when we get to the tarot section. Just a general, please. Okay. I'm going to do a bonus read at the end of the night for anybody who has been a member for 3 months, or for somebody, I'm going to do like a kind of like a drawing type thing for anybody who's been a member for over 3 months. So they'll get a little bit more detail on their reading. Anybody here has been a member for over 3 months? Or better yet, I'll post a full YouTube reading as like a giveaway, a recorded reading for people, members who's been here for more than 3 months. Okay. Okay, can I have a message, please, for Crafty One? Divine consciousness. Beautiful. That's tapping into your divine consciousness. I don't know if this is something new that you're starting to learn. To tap into your higher self, a higher power. This makes me feel like the crown chakra opening wide up. Okay. That's awesome, Crafty One. Okay, you got 2 cards here. Got Bethany. Bethany's message to you is, I need to turn on this light. Ugh, hold on. Maybe it'll help me see better. Okay, Bethany's message to you. And my magnifying glass. I tell you what, I need to go get glasses. And I haven't done it yet. One thing at a time. My new prosthetic's coming in on the, I'll pick it up on the 6th. Next week, actually. I hate when people do cursive fonts on oracle cards. But when you take excellent care of yourself, everybody benefits. Give yourself a relaxing treat today, such as a massage, sea salt bath, or pedicure. This is about self-care. Okay, as you're going down to this through this meditative path, this spiritual journey that you are embarking on, as your higher self and your connection to a higher power is becoming stronger, you got to make sure that you take care of self. Make no mistake, as you open up, you also got to guard yourself against spiritual attacks as well, because Negative entities don't like it when you get close to God and close to the beings of the light, the ascended masters. And, and it could come in forms of self-doubt and feeling like you're spinning your wheels. Why? Impatience and stuff like that. Negative thoughts. So it's very important that you take care of yourself and clear your chakras. Clearing your chakras will help you in that ascension process. It'll help you. And this is from Archangel Metatron. Call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. That might be a calling. Geometric shapes for you. Metatron works with geometrics. Metatron helps you to align your energy. So you may want to look at chakra cleansing and chakra clearing. Okay. And I'm going to pull a couple cards from the Christ Consciousness deck. Then I'll get into your tarot. Okay. You've got freedom. Just be you. As you go down this spiritual path, don't try to be something or somebody that you're not. Don't try to copy anybody else. Do your own thing. And the Magi, signs and divine timing. That is just kind of telling me things will unfold for you at the right time. Thank you, Spirit Walker. Okay. Yeah, I will be doing a drawing for that free reading. There'll be it's going to be a YouTube recorded reading. Okay. And I'm sorry if the cards are loud on the table. I can't do anything about that. Okay. Crafty One. 3 tarot cards. Six of Wands in the reverse. A failed success, but let me see what the other cards are. I just got a message that when you fail, it's actually a success because it puts you in a different place. 6 of Cups in the reverse. And the Strength card. Okay. This is a little bit of a separate message, Crafty One. This is more of not allowing your past to hold you back. Having the resilience, the perseverance, the inner strength to keep pushing forward. right? And get out of the failure mentality because of something that you may have failed in the past. I don't know what that is. Something in the past that haunts you, that you feel was a total failure, that makes you fearful of trying again or trying something new. And it's like your fear of failure holding you back. Oh, father wound. I almost feel like father wound can be a lack of acceptance or challenges arising from a relationship with a father figure or somebody in a place of authority. Okay. Somebody that had maybe made you, not just in childhood, but maybe even in adulthood, that made you feel inferior. Kind of makes sense with the Six of Cups. Upright is like memories of the past, nostalgia, childhood, children. In the reverse is living in the past. Not just walking down memory lane, living in the past and holding on to the past. And it's telling me it's a father wound. So that is something that I feel that you need to address with yourself in your meditations to heal from the inside out. And not to allow whoever this represents to interfere with your life path. And not to listen to that old man's voice in your head saying you're not good enough, you can't do this, you can't do that. There is nothing that you can't do if you put your mind to it. Okay. Moving on. Welcome, Dana. Okay. Okay, Spirit Walker. I'll address your question here in this video. I will do my drawing later. But we're going to start with Spirit Messages. I'm picking up on a lot of self-doubt from you, Spirit Walker. A doubt in your writing abilities or your possibilities of success. And Spirit is telling me to tell you that when you breed, when you put those kind of thoughts out there of self-doubt, lack of confidence, and you truly believe that, it's like I feel like you almost feel like your book's going to be a flop. And when you put that kind of energy out, that is what you're going to receive back. Okay? So I'm feeling like you got to change your way of thinking. Energy balance, your chakras. There is a misalignment there. And I'm willing to bet it is just like, I think it was Annette or somebody else that had the solar plexus, that confidence level. That's what I'm picking up on. That would be that third chakra there. Okay. It's above the navel. And I feel like there's an issue with that particular chakra. Okay. Go Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel's message to you is you have an important life purpose involving communication, like writing, and the arts, the art of writing. Please don't allow insecurities, that's what I was talking about, to hold you back. I will help you. So that is telling me the message that I was challenging as I was shuffling before I saw any cards was right on point. Okay. And you've got Archangel Jeremiel. And the message is everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to. With hidden blessings, you will soon understand. Okay. I'm hearing something. It's a female voice. But I can't quite make it out. There's someone in spirit around you that is a female. But she doesn't, the voice doesn't sound like an older female. More middle-aged to late middle age. Not older, but more like, I want to say 60s. I don't know who that is to you, but there is somebody definitely around you. The Holy Grail. Sacred Union. And it is a number 29, which reduces to an 11. So it feels like a sacred union between you. I don't know if it's between you and a publisher or somebody else in your life of importance. Sacred union. A special connection with somebody that is now on the other side. Gratitude, appreciation, and thanks. I'm getting a message from the other side here of somebody who wants to express gratitude and thanks for all that you've done for them. Was there somebody that you kind of was a caregiver to? Or now I could be wrong on the age, but her voice sounds like 60s. Like she was in her 60s when she passed. She might have been older and just had a young voice. But there was a special bond between you and her. And she recognizes that bond. She's around you all the time. And she wants to express gratitude and thanks for all that you've done. Okay. Now, I kind of want to address why there is this situation of lack of self-esteem and confidence. Oh my. Maybe not. We have a mother wound here. Emotional pain and challenges arising from the relationship with one's mother or a mother figure. Could be a grandmother. Yeah, it's associated with the last two cards that I pulled. That almost like she may not have been in her right mind. That she may have been a little bit difficult, but she is expressing gratitude. Third eye chakra. I think you've been receiving signs, symbols, messages, but you have been it's been challenging for you to decipher what you've been receiving, because there seems to be a blockage with your third chakra, the second chakra. This would be your second chakra, your third eye chakra. So there's more than one chakra that's out of alignment here. You probably could use a good chakra cleanse, a chakra alignment. But you doubt the messages that try to come forth and try to come through. Psychic attachments. Belief in energetic attachments or influences from external sources affecting one's well-being. Yeah, there's a lot of doubt there in your mind with the messages that you are receiving from Spirit. But let's address your book. Part of it is confidence. But there's also this spirit that's hanging around you. Your son was murdered? Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. But you have a female spirit around you also. Two of Swords. Confused about what to do. Unable to make, you find making decisions difficult because of your lack of trust in your own ability to discern or trust your own intuitive intuition. 8 of Pentacles with the work. This book that you're working on, there's a decision you're having difficulty making in regards to that, and it boils down to a lack of confidence. Ace of Pentacles came up in the reverse. So I'm hearing not to settle. I don't know if you're being offered some kind of contract or something like that you're undecided about. Your intuition, your third eye chakra is trying to tell you something. Your psychic attachment, psychic abilities is trying to kick in here. Because I feel like, whether it's with a publisher or something like that, is trying to, it's not, there's something hidden about it. It's like somebody telling you something that is too good to be true type of energy. I think that's a little bit of a warning here. Doing your research. Okay, you have a book published, but the first one was a flop. That's probably what this one's about. I don't know if you used a publisher, but to me, it feels like you might be faced with a choice between two. And somebody promising you more than what they could deliver. 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands is planning. It's laying down the foundations. Be careful about moving forward with a certain publisher. King of Cups, because they don't have your best intentions in mind. Your best interest in mind. I just feel, I don't know who you're hooked up with, but it feels like, and thank you for the super chat, by the way, but Spirit Walker, it feels like somebody's trying to get your heads in the clouds and not in reality. It's like somebody offering you something that they cannot deliver on. They make you think that they are working for you, but they're really not. A female. You know, this female energy that I'm picking up on, it could be your son warning you about a female. Because it feels like a male warning you about a female. That might be what that female energy is. Social media. Did you come across the publisher or somebody willing to help your book through social media? Okay, Hay House. Okay, good. Outside source. I hope you found you. Hay House is not just on social media. I don't know the first person that stole your book, if you found them on social media, but this is somebody you connect to outside of social media. Bloodline, family lineage in the reverse. Not a bloodline, not a family. Bloodline behind the scenes trying to help you with this. Yeah, DNA. That is proof. Your son is here, be working behind the scenes in a spiritual level to help you with your book. That came up. Does this a debt being paid? I don't know if you received money yet from that person, from that stole your book, but yeah, so you do have spiritual help. The spirit around you is your son, who was trying. The female spirit that I was picking up on was who your son was trying to warn you of. Okay. I've got to move on. I'll do a couple more, but it's starting to get late. I'm going back to see who I may see if there's anybody I missed from way on. I think I got everybody up to there. Okay. I'm going to do Lee and Dana. I think you two are the last two. And then we're going to call it a night. I'm going to try to do this more often for my members only. And like I said, I'm going to look through. I know there's some members that couldn't make it tonight. I'm going to go through all my memberships and see who all has been a member for over 3 months. And I'm going to post a drawing. And those members that were more than 3 months, I'll choose one for a YouTube record, like a 15-minute YouTube recorded reading. Okay. So, Lee, do you have a specific question that you would like answered by the cards? You're welcome, Spirit Walker. I keep hearing noises. Okay, Lee, I'm going to start pulling your spiritual messages while I wait for your response for any specific questions. Otherwise, I'll pull a general for you. Okay. Sacred divinity. Okay, there are 2 paths ahead. So this is about an important decision. An important decision that if you're not there yet, you will be. Something coming up that is going to require your attention. Okay? It's like a fork in the road. You're going to have a choice between 2 different paths. Okay, you've got Yvonne. Okay, Yvonne's message is you have a special bond with animals. Your pets on earth and in heaven are watched over by angels. Makes me wonder, I just have to ask this. Have you lost a pet recently? I'm curious. There's a reason why that's coming through, or you're thinking about a pet that you may have lost. Recent or not so recent. I'm just feeling like this pet is around you and does visit you. You get a bonus angel card because 2 more wanted to come out. Patience. Archangel Jophiel, your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. That might be something that you've been wanting, something you may have been desiring, that you feel like it's not happening fast enough. And in my mind, I'm hearing divine timing. When the time is right, you've got to be patient. Things are working, even if you don't realize it or see it. And you got Rochelle. Rochelle's message is, as you honor and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. So that prosperity comes in many forms. It's not always just monetary, okay? But it just feels like being more comfortable, being in a better place, having a sense of abundance. And it might be something you've been dreaming of or something that you've been waiting on. You're getting there. I'm like feeling like Knight of Pentacles energy, that it seems like it's taken so long. But you're more focused on the end result than the journey getting there. It's like you've got to learn to crawl before you can run. So it feels like there's certain steps that need to be put into place. It needs to take place. And that it's a process that you can't rush, whatever this is. Okay. Christ consciousness messages. Again, you got 3 cards. 33 is a master number of growth. 3 months, 3 years, something with 3. Peter, denial and weakness. Gratitude, appreciation, and thanks. And humbleness, modesty, and humility. What this is almost saying is denying a gift. Could be a spiritual gift. Instead of denying it, showing gratitude and humbleness and being acceptance of that, of your spiritual gifts. I don't know if it's something that you are fearful of or don't understand quite understand it. But there's something there that feels like you're denying out of fear. And I will draw 3 tarot cards. So it's 333, which is the number of growth and expansion. And I feel like you are being called to expand your mind, and your spirit and your spirituality. Seven of Wands, which is about defensive, being defensive, or it could be blockages. Page of Swords. Speaking your truth. Let me get the third card. To family. There's a sense of avoidance of something with family. I don't know. It almost feels like your belief system. Like, I've got the block, the truth of who I am and what I want and desire from my family. It's like a feeling of lack of acceptance, or afraid of a family member's reaction. I shit you not. Family origin is serving as a block. And the family origin card is like childhood traumas or neglect or dysfunctional family dynamics that impact one's psychological well-being. I don't know if any of that makes sense, but it feels like my family will not accept my path, so I can't tell them. I've got to put on a facade that I'm doing one thing when I'm doing something else, and not being true to yourself, afraid of a family's reaction. Root chakra of survival. Worthlessness wounds. So this is almost saying to me, being condemned for your beliefs is the root of what is currently holding you back. That to realize your full potential, you can't allow any external influences, such as family, to keep you from your destinies, from your dreams, from your goals. I'm glad, Lee. Okay. Last one is Dana. General. Okay. You got it. This is the last read of the night. And if anybody else comes in that is a member, I apologize. You know, my energy only goes so far as well. I don't know if you heard that. That was my dog groaning. He was stretching and groaning. I'm like, my Dalmatian is right here on the floor beside me. Thank you, Lee, for that. Okay, Dana. Okay. Let's see what we got for you. Oh, you got double jeopardy here. Source. That's God. God speaks to you. Hidden realms. Accessing hidden realms within yourself. This is a higher consciousness. A higher awareness. You've got a calling, girl. You got a calling. I'm sure you have, Dana. You've got crystal. Crystal clear is what keeps, the first thing I heard. Being crystal clear. Have faith and hope, because there is something positive and new on the horizon that you can't yet see. But things very soon are going to become crystal clear to you. A certain direction is going to become crystal clear. And you're just going to know that this is the path that I need to go on. Adriana. Adriana is, I am learning. Okay, I am leading you toward the answer to your prayers. Please listen to and follow the signs. I am communicating through your intuition, thoughts, and dreams. So this is telling me to, when you get these intuitive hits and you're being drawn in a certain direction, to trust in it, to go with it. I'm willing to bet you've been having dreams. And maybe symbols or something coming up in those dreams. Okay. Well, your prayers are being heard. Okay. Forgiveness sets you free. I almost want to say forgive, and that's not just forgiving other people. That's also about forgiving self. Forgiving yourself. I almost feel like you beat yourself up for missing an opportunity or not choosing a certain path in life. A certain sense of regret. And that is an energy that you need to address and let go of. Grace, blessings, and goodwill. Having grace and forgiveness on yourself will bring you goodwill and many blessings. I'm feeling called to the sacred woundings again for you as well. I only do this when I feel like there's something that needs to be healed. Not everybody got cards from this deck because I did not feel that deep sacred wounding energy. Success and fulfillment, a gap between your success and fulfillment. It talks about being there being a disconnect between achieving external success and experiencing internal fulfillment, highlighting the disparity between worldly accomplishments and genuine happiness or satisfaction. It's almost like outwardly you appear to be successful at something, but inwardly, internally, you weren't satisfied. You did not have that fulfillment. And people may look at you and say, well, you've got X, Y, Z. You've got this car, you got this house, or you got this or that or the other. But whatever that success was did not bring spiritual fulfillment. This is needing to address spiritual arrogance, or it's like somebody a lack of understanding from people around you why you feel you have to strive for more when they think you have everything. It's like the physical world is not always fulfilling. There could be a billionaire out there who has all the cars, all the homes, the yachts, the vacation homes, the mansion, has everything, but it's not fulfilled internally. Because there's, spiritual arrogance is talking about a sense of superiority or judgment based on spiritual beliefs. This feels like being judged spiritually by other people. Almost, maybe I'm picking up like maybe a spiritual leader who tells you you don't need this or you don't need that. You're successful as you are, which is kind of stunting your growth. Healing from your ego disillusionment. This, let me see here. The process of transcending the ego for spiritual growth, which can be challenging and disorienting. This is about tackling the ego. The ego sometimes gets in the way of our spiritual growth. So I think it starts by not listening to the arrogant spiritual leaders that tell you that you've got everything. Why aren't you happy? You need to be happy with what God has given you. But God does not put limitations on you. You put limitations on yourself. And sometimes those limitations happen from listening to the wrong people. You want to know how to unblock yourself. That's the beginning. Being more consciously aware of what spiritual guidance you are listening to, who you are believing, who you are listening to. Because there's people that are thrown in your path that think that they're better than you, more superior than you, that think they're more spiritual than you. They're no more spiritual than you are. You're no more spiritual than they are. We are all equally spiritual in God's eyes. And it's a matter of how we embrace our spiritual selves and how we bring it out and how we embrace it, if that makes sense. So, and never get into the mindset of, I've learned all that I can learn. That's part of ego. When you start saying there's nothing more than I can learn, then you stop growing. Spiritual growth is not just a lifetime thing. It's from one lifetime to another lifetime. We never stop spiritually evolving. This is Earth School. And just like grade school, you go to kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade, and each grade builds upon the previous grade. That's what our soul's journey is. Each lifetime is a particular grade. And each lifetime, you have certain lessons that you have to learn. Now, what happens when a student goes into second grade and they flunk out of math? They can't pass the math class. And they fail every spelling test. They miss a third of the school year, that they're not in class, that they're not turning in their homework. What happens to that student? The teacher's going to say, hey, Johnny here is not prepared to go to third grade. He has not learned the essentials of second grade in order to pass on to third grade. So what happens when we don't learn those lessons is that we have to repeat them, just like repeating a grade in school. I'm talking to somebody, and then it's not just you, Dana. There's somebody here that's trying to grasp the understanding of why things in their life are repeating. And I have a feeling it's somebody that is not a member who is watching currently. Because I've got 27 people here. And I haven't read for 27 people. So there's some people that are watching that have not joined. And there's someone out there watching who is going through a lot of trials, a lot of roadblocks. And they feel like they're in detention, okay, if you will, going to the school analogy. And that detention happens when we become out of alignment with what the lessons are, what that school is about. And that detention is like a timeout saying, hey, you need to pay attention to this. If you don't want to keep repeating this, you've got to change your behaviors. You've got to change your attitudes. You've got to change the energy that you're putting out there. If you don't, next lifetime, you're going to repeat it. And I'm going to get very, very serious right now. I'm going to look it up. There's something very serious here. I got to Google this. Okay. Whoever out there that is watching this is thinking of taking your own life. That is not the answer. You're here for a reason. You're here to, even if life seems like it's getting tough, you're here to learn. You're here for a reason. And I'm going to get tough here for a second because my guides are giving me a message for you. Whoever's thinking of taking themselves out, voting themselves off the island. Next time you come back, and you will come back, it's going to be worse because you haven't learned a lesson and you decide to take the easy way out. The easy way out is not the easy way out. And the new suicide crisis hotline is 988. So I am encouraging you right now, get off my live and call 988 and talk to a professional. Let a professional help you. Okay? Suicide's not the answer. And in fact, suicide is a selfish act. It is not spiritual. It's not godly. It is selfish. Because you're not thinking about, it's not just about thinking about yourself. You're not thinking about how it's going to affect others around you, others in your life. Don't be selfish. Don't take the cop out. Don't take what you think is the easy way out. God's not going to honor that. And my guides are telling me, you choose that route, the next life you come back to is going to be 3 times worse. They gave me the number 3. You think you've got it bad in this life. 3 times worse in the next life. And in your next life, voting yourself off the island is not going to be an option because it'll be prevented. And you're going to have to deal with and go through lessons that are 3 times harder. So think twice. I'm telling you, I know I'm sounding harsh, like I'm sounding like I'm not sensitive. I am. But this is a very serious matter, and Spirit is speaking to you right now. Call 9, get off my fucking live right now and call 988. Okay, I'm done with the lecture. You're welcome, Dana. And I thank everybody who's come and participated tonight. I thank you. This is my gift to you, to all my members, doing these readings for you. Not just a simple 3-card reading and done. You guys have been faithful members, so I feel that I just feel like I want to give back. Give my members something in return for being so faithful and paying for their membership every month. And I appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate everybody. All my subscribers, all my followers. And I'm just starting to build a presence on TikTok. So you might want to check me out on TikTok. It is Divine Pathways Tarot on TikTok, where I will be posting motivational messages, motivational card readings. I have a couple true crime up there, but I'm feeling more called to spiritual messages over there. Occasionally, I might throw the true crime out there, but anyhow, I've got to let you guys go. What is it? Oh my, it's almost 9 p.m. I gotta get Daisy back upstairs or she's not going to sleep tonight. I know she's downstairs snoozing like this one is. I just put her downstairs because she wouldn't stop barking. So I gotta go bring her back up and put her outside. I've been looking for my little remote thing. I don't know where I put it. But I love you all, and I will see you next time. Love and light.